On October 17th, I embarked on another trip to Cuba. As with every trip, I like to snap a departure photo to commemorate the start of a new adventure. Although this was my first solo trip and the flight was empty, I did get the chance to see so many friends and meet new people. It seems on every trip, my family in Cuba simply gets bigger and bigger, and this time was no different. What was different is that this was my first time in the eastern part of the country. This is over 700 miles away from my regular visits to the Pinar del Rio province in the towns of St. Nicolai, Santa Lucia, Vinales, and Puerto Esperanza. With that as a backdrop, I landed at the Havana airport where I set a new record by only spending an extra 30 minutes with the customs agents. In Havana, I had a chance to visit with Osmani, Haiti, and their two girls while I took a quick tour of their new house. From there, Osmani drove Daniela and me the 300 miles to Cifuentes, where more than 500 people would meet for the 3-day national conference with Honoring the Father Ministries. I believe this was the 8th national conference, and attendance was 30% more than last year. God continues to bless this ministry, and to have so many together in one place is truly a unique opportunity. Everyone was able to enjoy a variety of speakers from 3 different countries. Aside from leaders from the Cuban ministry you would expect to see, like Osmani, Mickey, and many others, pastors from Peru spoke along with several Americans. Assuming they were short on speakers, they even had a slot for me. The worship team did a wonderful job as they debuted original music and led hundreds in worship for 3 nights. Communion on Wednesday night was a very special time. Since I don't speak Spanish, I do get to walk around the conference being nosy to see how they pull such an event together. I'm always curious to know where all these people sleep, shower, and get some time alone. As it turns out, you sleep where you can find a space, shower in one of 8 bathrooms, and get time alone when you get home. Serving meals to 500 people each day is the most impressive part of my behind-the-scenes walking tour. It takes 23 workers, a commercial kitchen, and lots of organization to make it happen. The ingenuity always impresses me and scares me a little as well. Like a hot-wired hot water heater and an oven powered by something I'm afraid to use. Of course, my favorite part is the preparation of the pig. This is the largest pig I've ever seen, over 500 pounds. The butcher needs to be physically fit, part orthopedic surgeon, and know how to sling a machete. In the end, it was a bad day for the pig, but served up a great meal for the rest of us. After the conference was over, I was left with 2 images which defined the conference. The first is a picture of an evening service. It had rained most of the day, filling the grassy area between the buildings. By the time the service started, the rain had stopped and the air was still. The photo reflecting the people standing in the service reminds me they were all made in the image of God. God was certainly among us at the event, and this photo reminds me we all share the same Maker and are a reflection of the one who created us. The second photo, which captured the event, was during another service. There was a time of prayer when I just loved the way these men were praying together as they provided support to the one needing to be held up. This was a great picture of how God uses His people to show the love He has for each of us. Both are powerful photos for me and are a crisp description of my time at the conference. The second part of the trip was about to start, where Osmani and I were going to hit the open road. Over the next 5 days, we will put on over 1,200 miles, visit 24 churches, get 1 flat tire, and eat lots of great food, including flan, which is one of my personal favorites. Along our journey, there was beautiful countryside, views of the mountains, a coastline that seemed never-ending, and roads which wound their way down the mountain. At one point, we were less than 100 miles from Haiti, and another time, a washed-out bridge cut the city in half, separating many from their home and families.
What the bridge used to be. So it's completely engulfed in water. We didn't have rain here last year.
We heard Osmani's longtime friends sing. We delivered much-needed water filters, and I watched a tarp bring tears of joy to a couple. I met Karen, who stole my hat and had lots to say.
Hey. Watch out.
There was an attempt to teach me how to use one of those whips
What do you
for
do with
horse and
that?
buggy, but I was smart enough to stop while I was ahead.
Rene, this is what he did with some animals. Look at that, with some animals. Crazy guy. You see, with animals. Look at that. Ay. Ay. Watch out.
Se puede dar en la cara.
Oh, I can go up.
Ya no estoy en la casa.
Watch out with your eye. Watch out. Ay, ay, ay.
Most importantly, we met, ate with, listened to, and prayed with lots and lots of families. We did our best to deliver resources to help them with their physical needs, as the needs are many and the resources are few. We ended every visit with a time of prayer, and God encouraged all of us to continue on fighting for His holy name. As I close out this mission trip report, I would like to thank you for your prayers and your support and leave you with some of my other favorite photos. God bless.